Welcome to a beveler review. We're going to look at the Tandy bevelers here. Now, all the information that you hear me say in this video is written into a pack which you can download if you go to www.armitageleather.com. I'll stick a link down the bottom. You can have a look at your leisure, all the information, all the specifications and all the stuff that I don't say in here. Now, Tandy's changed their tack a little bit. They've been known for years, and still are, possibly slightly incorrectly, as providing tools for the beginner. Once you become adept, you move away from Tandy. It seems that Tandy are changing their ethos a little to try and keep people with them, so they're producing better quality tools, and an example of that is in their Craftool Pro range. And here I have a set of 5 edgers, bevelers. In the UK we call them bevelers, in the US you call them edgers. I believe this is because in tooling you already have a beveler, so you call them an edger. We call them a beveler. They had fine 0, 1, 2, 3, but the fine has been removed, the 3 has been removed, and as I can see they only have the 0, 1 and 2 available, which is a shame because that fine beveler was outrageous. And I'm going to leave it to the side. I'm going to show you it on the off chance that you'll have it. You'll be pleased if you have got one. If you haven't, it's Tandy, bring it back, short version. Put it back in the range. The 3, massive, possibly not as vital. We can not worry about that to any great degree. The fine, really useful. Please consider bringing that back. But we have the 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now, at the time of writing this up, these were priced at about 46 quid. But if you look at the website, and I've just had a quick look before making this video, they're down to 26 quid. So grab yourself a bargain. Check. There's no guarantee that that price is going to remain as is when you see this video, so check first. Now the tools, the construction, polished stainless steel business end that does all the work, keeps a nice edge, and these are a bit dusty and they do pick up the dirt. I will say that this rubberized grip picks up the dirt like you wouldn't believe, but dead easy to clean. They've got a lovely curve on the back which makes for massively easy maintenance. Really easy to maintain. You can just rub it down the edge of a piece of leather and you're done, or stick it on a polishing mop and you're going to get an absolute whistle clean edge on there. Now I've got 6 pieces of leather, so 1.5mm, size 0. Let's move these other side. Won't touch it. Too big, too fat. Fine. Cuts an absolute dream. If you're doing mouths of wallets and so on, fantastic. If you want one, you can't have it. Let's stop doing it. Again, Tandy, bring it back. So the 1.5, and I would suggest anything near 1.5, and for the guys over in the States, 1.5mm, and it's not mil, M-I-L, mil is short for millimetre. 1.5mm is about 4 ounce, 3 to 4 ounce. So I've got a piece of 2.5mm, which is 6 ounce, pull-up leather, very soft, very malleable, a little bit fibrous on the back, a little bit woolly, but nice tight finish on the front. Always bevel back first, and if you go to my Vimeo channel, Armitage Leather on Vimeo, I teach you how to use these and why you do the back before the front. But we'll have a look at that. Look how sharp that is. It's a fibrous material. You can see how fibrous that'll just pull apart. There's nothing to it. Yeah, that sailed through that an absolute dream. Then we go to the surface. And look at that. This leather's moving all the time. It's pull up, it's very flexible, very stretchy. But look at the cut on that. Bang on. Can't argue with that. A stiffer leather, 2.5mm Lamport, again, 6 to 7 ounce. Always do the back first. This is a very nice leather, one of my favourites to use. It's so nice, so firm. Look at that, bang. Perfect bevel. Good leather helps. Sharp tool helps, good tool helps. But look at that. If you were to slick that up, black it up, that would make a perfect edge. And if you do put an edge coat or something, whatever edge you use on there, you've got an absolute pristinely straight line to follow to make it gorgeous. So let's go for a piece of right ropey leather. Very stringy on the back, fibrous, nasty, don't like it. Again, it's about 2.5mm, 6 ounce. Let's see how it copes. Very stringy, very fibrous, but nonetheless very, very respectable cut. The front, poor leather, cracking cut. It copes, very nice. You can make a poor piece of leather look quite good like that. Right, equally another poor piece of leather. This is split. This is where the really, really nice top has been taken off. The flesh behind has been refinished, given a machined pattern and made to look like leather. It is leather, but it's not the best leather. It's been messed about with and it's nasty, which means this may look reasonable. I mean, you know, you go for a tool bag that's going to get ragged about on a building site, it's ideal. But the fibres on this are much, much larger and further apart than the top grain of a decent bit of leather. So, big woolly fibres, how's it cope? Sails through. Look at that. Go for the surface. Sails through. Can feel and hear that cut is a little ropey, but nonetheless, that is an absolute bang-on pristine cut. So far, we can't argue with these tools. They're big, they're chunky, they're easy to hold. This ribbing makes it dead easy to hang on to. This big open section down the bottom makes it dead easy to see. You can see exactly where you're putting it, exactly what you want to do with it. English bridle. We've gone up a size now, we've gone up to number 1. This is thicker leather. This is 4mm plus, so we're looking at 10 ounce. Absolutely beautiful. We've got the number 1 going on there, and the number 1 will give you an aperture of about, let's have a look at that, 1.9mm, 2mm. So you're looking at probably about 1.5 mm, 0.2, 0.3. Let's check that properly. 1.2. So 1.2 cut there on the number 1, 1.9, and then we're going up to the number 2. We're looking at 2.2. Yeah, so we're looking at a bigger bevel. Now I've used the number 1 on that. That would give me a flat edge. If I wanted to round this edge, I need to go up a size. So if we go back at it now with the number 3, spin it over and do the same, we're taking off a lot more, but that then gives us the ability to round this so much better, and that gives us a very, very nice presentation of a rounded edge. They work, they really do. What's not to like? They're well made. I don't know how far this steel goes in, but certainly there is absolutely no flex whatsoever. I'm giving that a good bend and a good rag around. They're easy to find, they don't roll away, they're easy to grip, they're easy to use, they do the job, you can't argue with it. Folks, if you get them at the right price, you've got yourself a bargain. At the moment on the website, they're rocking out at 26 quid. Obviously look at, I think even in the US, they're down to something like $19.99. But do check, by the time you watch this video, that may have changed. Tandy, do consider bringing back the fine. There is a place for it, people will want it. It's a nice looking tool. Given the history and the bevelers that they had, I can see why people have walked away. They're producing something that may want you to turn around and have a little bit of a think about it. They're not cheap, but to be fair, they are good quality, and I do genuinely think, and they've been rattling around the workshop for a while now, and my students pick them up, and a number of students prefer them because they are easy to use. If you are looking at a tool as a beginner, this is an ideal place to start because they are easy to use, which means they get you on the road quicker. But even if you are an adept, I would be quite happy if I'd produced that bevel and slicked that up and edged it. That would make a very nice edge. I don't need to go and spend a fortune on a tool to get an edge like that. I can pick this one up. It does the job. And that's the most important thing. Irrelevant of who makes it, irrelevant of what it looks like, if it does the job, that's the most important thing. And these do. Folks, you can download the pack. All that information is contained therein. Go to armitageleather.com. I'll put a link down, and equally I'll also put a link down for the Tandy website so you can look at where to go and buy these. If you struggle with any of the techniques that you see me use, go to my Armitage Leather channel on Vimeo. I teach you how to do everything and much, much more. Take care, folks. Enjoy.